What does it take for someone to coldly plan the murder of their own spouse, all while keeping up the appearance of a loving partner? Kouri Richins, a Utah mother of 3, seemed to have the perfect life until the truth unraveled. In a case that shocked the nation, Richins allegedly poisoned her husband, Eric Richins, with a lethal dose of fentanyl, all while pretending to be a grieving widow. She even went as far as writing a children's book about coping with loss, presenting herself as a heartbroken wife, until investigators uncovered the chilling reality behind her carefully constructed lies. Eric's sudden death in March 2022 was initially thought to be a tragic accident. His wife claimed she had brought him a Moscow Mule to celebrate a recent real estate deal before heading to bed. Just hours later, she woke up to find him cold and unresponsive. But as forensic evidence emerged, a dark and methodical plan came to light. Kouri had allegedly purchased a massive quantity of fentanyl, ensuring her husband would never wake up. But what was her motive? How did investigators uncover her deception? And did she really think she could get away with murder? Stick around as we break down the shocking twists in this high-profile case, from the chilling evidence to the courtroom drama that followed. Eric Richins was a respected businessman, known for his dedication to his family and community. By all accounts, he was a devoted father and a successful real estate investor who had built a solid financial future. He and Kouri had been married for nearly a decade, raising 3 children together in their Utah home. But behind the scenes, their marriage was far from perfect. Friends and family would later reveal that Eric had serious concerns about his wife's financial decisions. He had reportedly discovered large sums of money missing from their accounts and had begun taking steps to protect his assets from Kouri, fearing that she was making reckless investments. Authorities would later uncover just how deep Kouri's financial schemes ran. She had secretly taken out multiple life insurance policies on Eric without his knowledge, totaling nearly $2 million. Not only that, but she had also stolen hundreds of thousands of dollars from his accounts, allegedly forging his signature on various transactions. It was a desperate attempt to cover up her growing financial instability. And when Eric found out about the missing money, he began considering a divorce, a move that could have left Kouri cut off from his wealth entirely. Investigators believed that Kouri saw only one way out. If Eric was no longer alive, she would inherit his money and erase her financial problems in an instant. But rather than face a divorce battle and risk losing access to their assets, she allegedly decided to eliminate him altogether. Authorities later uncovered a chilling timeline of premeditation. Text messages and witness statements revealed that Kouri had been searching for fentanyl months before Eric's death. In February 2022, just weeks before the murder, she allegedly contacted a drug dealer and purchased an initial supply of fentanyl-laced pills. The first attempted poisoning happened on Valentine's Day. Kouri reportedly spiked Eric's drink with a lethal substance, hoping it would kill him. But Eric survived, though he fell violently ill and later told friends that he felt like he had been drugged. He even confided in his family, saying that if anything ever happened to him, Kouri would be to blame. Unfortunately, no one could have predicted just how soon tragedy would strike. On the night of his death, Kouri tried again. She had reportedly purchased another batch of fentanyl pills, this time ensuring she had enough to be lethal. On March 4th, 2022, she handed Eric a Moscow Mule laced with the powerful opioid. Within minutes of drinking it, he began experiencing symptoms of an overdose. He likely never even made it to bed before succumbing to the effects of the drug. Hours later, Kouri dialed 911, claiming she had found her husband unresponsive. When paramedics arrived, they found Eric already cold to the touch, meaning he had likely been dead for hours before help was called. The toxicology report later confirmed that his system contained 5 times the lethal dose of fentanyl. But there was something strange. Eric had no history of drug use. There was no reason for fentanyl to be in his system, and investigators quickly became suspicious. If this case is as shocking to you as it sounds, take a second to like this video. It really helps the channel out. What made this case even more shocking was how Kouri tried to control the public narrative after Eric's death. Instead of keeping a low profile, she publicly portrayed herself as a grieving widow, making television appearances and even writing a children's book about grief. The book, titled "Are You With Me?", was meant to help children cope with losing a parent, the same crime she had allegedly committed. She held book signings, spoke about her struggles as a widow, and smiled in interviews, seemingly without guilt. It was a calculated move, one that prosecutors now argue was a way for her to profit off her husband's murder. She wanted the world to see her as a heartbroken wife, when in reality, she had allegedly orchestrated one of the most cold-blooded crimes imaginable. But despite her public act, investigators weren't fooled. They dug deeper into her financial records, phone history, and communications with known drug dealers. It didn't take long to uncover the suspicious money transfers, drug purchases, and text messages that ultimately sealed her fate. In May 2023, authorities arrested Kouri and charged her with first-degree murder and drug distribution. In court, Kouri showed no emotion, maintaining her innocence despite the overwhelming evidence against her. Her defense team claims there is no definitive proof that she poisoned Eric, and that the prosecution's case is based on circumstantial evidence. But with bank records, digital communication, and multiple red flags surrounding her behavior, the odds are stacked against her. What's even more chilling is that she may not have been caught if it weren't for Eric's initial suspicion before his death. His instinct to warn his family and document his concerns ultimately helped investigators piece together the truth. As of now, Kouri remains behind bars awaiting trial, facing life in prison if convicted. Her case serves as a haunting reminder that even the people closest to us can hide deadly intentions. The courtroom battle is far from over, but one thing is clear. Her story will go down as one of the most disturbing betrayals in recent true crime history. What do you think? Was Kouri always capable of murder? Or did financial desperation push her over the edge? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. And if you enjoy deep dive true crime stories, subscribe for more cases just like this.